Nothing suspicious here.
Clear.
Move.
Here's trouble.
Well, I'm here. Not. Those reforms.
I don't like being this close to the castle. I'm afraid of it.
Spread throughout Europe.
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed.
Liczka jeden
Keep moving.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Well, this is interesting.
Augmentowana sekurizacja, všechno automatizované. Během incidentu depozitovali
Mostly the poorer parts of town. Suppose the police don't mind the changes. Who listens to that garbage?
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling.
Any kind of train at all out
Did you ever stop to think that this station is named for someone who died during the whole incident?
Cannot come soon enough.
but I'm going down. Thanks a lot.
Not much going on. The shopkeeper was late on his protection clinic, so my client beat him to death with a baseball bat.
In front of a cop?
Ooh.
How you going to pin that on the cop?
I don't have to ask. Police officer who could make it. The shopkeeper even opened the blankets, and during the altercation the night out too were dead.
Oh, I get it. Your client and the cop have a pre-existing business relationship. Nice.
Report later. Love this stuff.
They are involved. I'll just stop. Nice shooting.
Celý oddělení je skorumpované.
They are
All of them
involved.
occurring
I'll
after
just stop.
Dr. Talus Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Oodalite complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is... peaceful, and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as
Hajzl
good as
leze do
mine.
řití a dostane
This
povýšení.
is Eliza Cassan, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines
Vážně jsme
around
k
the
ničemu
world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut
Cannot come soon
Collective,
enough.
an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s Rusákama.
The collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing light.
Down! Love this stuff.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s Rusákama.
All of them occurring after Dr. Talus Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights
Right
Coalition,
here.
took up residence in the neighboring Oodalite complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them.
Predátor
But with
špatný
the
samou,
United Nations
ale
set to
kdyby
debate
Hajzl
the
leze do řití a dostane povýšení.
could the good doctor be changing his tune?
Nice shooting. Spread throughout Europe.
Bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talus Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took took up residence in the
Skoro
neighboring
mi
food line
připadá, že
complex.
jsme Homoltu
Dr.
Susakama.
Rucker claims his organization.
To jako znamená. Chápu, že tam nedáme.
So good. There gets the sport.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Barely found that queen during
In the mark? Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great, go ahead.
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
Super.
The Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the outside media wants to see. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live. The focus, aerial and continental images, best and latest technology. Our portable data solution counts storage capacity, flexible screens, and over 1,000 other unique packaging. Aerial.
You came to Prague to browse?
Some other time.
So long, Mr. Mirror Shades.
507, also known as the Human Restoration.
There gets the sport.
Stop. Identification.
No, we have
Even
our
the
own.
owner is an antique.
I did go in once, just
Okay.
to see. But I ran right out again because I came face to face with this creepy-looking og woman.
That would be the old man's dog. He adores her. I can't for the life of me understand why. You're kidding.
A man trapped in the past has
I'm
a hand
fine. I'm fine for a dog. I bet she lived in her left.
Lovely stuff.
Not much going on. Quiet today. More and more of them.
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former limb clinic. It would be really nice if the augmented people can see the ground conditions.
Are you sure? I do not think that sounds right.
No trouble, right?
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Come on, you know how this goes. Whatever. Looks like a metal.
If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
No, I don't believe it. I've lived in Prague my whole life. Never seen it this bad. Even before the economic reforms. President Ruzicka pulled us out of the Dark Ages, but this all good.
There is no such thing as free will. We are programmed from birth. Heredity, culture, background. Think we make choices, but even they are programmed.
Bratře do golemu.
Global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists. Continue to press. An elusive what and preventing life-saving medical transport. The electronic voting system and elected
I do not talk to
Attorney
strangers.
General
And you are definitely a stranger.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507 on the Human Restoration Act. This unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap. In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit, butchered its plane. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It was certainly a wild one.
Somebody call Pesco.
So what's his plan? I mean, I hear you died. Anything you want. Whatever I want?
Well, yeah, within reason, I guess. What do you want exactly?
I don't know yet. I think I want it all.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Tam se chystáš.
Can't
Isn't it
take
just
that
awful?
kickback.
So many people died in the explosion.
Terrible. I really hope the police find
So, did I tell you? Things are about to get really
That
bad
was
for us.
fucking intense, man.
The Russians are already there.
That was terrifying. Promiňte, nepomůžu vám.
I was just waiting for an explosion.
If you do hear,
psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before... Reporting to you.
Ooh.
To our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system. A 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several fortunes. You and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world. Since I guess, Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have a massive storage capacity, flexible streaming, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel, optimism strategy. Back to New York.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. And polarize the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely. Anyway.
Wrong? Yeah. Shot.
Kam se chystáš v těchto hadrech?
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Area is free of suspicious activity.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit.
Feels like the city is straining.
You want a little taste, huh? Here you go. Okay, until tomorrow. Goodbye.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme ridiculous. Held together with chewing gum and bailing.
Maybe a year or more.
Only Bob
Chinese
suit
love
all
the
about it.
little marionettes. The ones that look like dolls. I'm just going to get one for her birthday.
Yes, I've been worried sick.
Nothing on that sound.
Thank God you're all right.
I'm watching.
Known as North Gate, leads through the remains of the fortification that surrounded Starominski, more commonly known as the Old City. The wall itself is brought down.
What was the tracking number?
That? I just gave you. Fine. It's 9JT.
I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
I don't even know how to log on to this system.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Adam Jensen.
Still have no idea who they are. Nah, we're looking into it. You're right.
This is so good.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
The LZ's totally overrun. Close my eyes for all of it.
Last night, the collective published the tax returns of the 50 richest people in Switzerland.
No, It made sense.
Hey, Agent Jensen, nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those ogged up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything,
I'd love to get a look at the bond site myself, but...
Oh, here we go. The Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
In a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly grew broadly.
Jensen, we need to... My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions. I need you to find out as much as you can about our snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Be careful out there.
What I hear is the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction.
Agent Jensen!
Causing gridlock for hours and preventing light.
I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen...
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered their weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Shoot into my skull.
It is Jensen. We're all the alphabet agents.
Nothing. Always watching. Because
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold masked jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose caller it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys and gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
Agents Lee, Walker, and Hall report to the briefing Katarina Orientate due to the briefing room. Thank you.
Scrubbing through garbage for hours.
Urgent. Katarina Orientate agent in his office. Agent Orientate report to agent briefing. Fully urgent.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
I'd rather not say.
Listen up, team. What's our status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He gave you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later. Hey, Adam.
So, you decided you need some practice, huh?